guys, it's Dave from AiPTcomics.com, and behind the camera is...
Lisa!
Woo! What we have for you today is an unboxing review of the Mezco Spider-Man, which we literally just got today, and I literally pre-ordered a year and maybe 5 days ago. So yeah, this was delayed quite a bit. I don't know if there's any of these in the wild yet. I've been looking and I don't see any reviews, so this might be one of the first reviews that's out. Anywho, the Mezco 112 action figures are retailing for 80 bucks. They actually might be going up in the near future, but this one was retailed for 80, and I think there's still a wait list on this if you wanted to get it.
That's crazy, a year and still a wait list.
I know. Well, anywho, to start, we got the box, which is pretty cool. It's like Spider-Man's chest. On the side, we have the logo of Spider-Man, what's usually on his back, and then some art for the figure, which you can see on Mezco's site, mezcotoys.com, and then you can see all the little attachments and whatnot he has with him. Anyway, and then this is a slip cover, which we will put right here. Okay, so there's the Mezco symbol in the back, like all 112 figures. And we've got the little window here where we can see Spider-Man. Once again, there's a lot of plastic protecting it so it doesn't get rubbed or the paint doesn't get scuffed or anything. Let's just open this guy up.
Let's see if I can get one close shot before you do. Yeah, it's a lot of reflection. This is not good.
So, as with all their 112 figures, there is this tray that sort of protects it. It's kind of tricky to get off. Last time I did this, I think
Hands exploded.
Yeah, I think so. Which one was that? Was one of the Deadpools?
Deadpool, I think, yeah.
Oh gosh.
Oh boy, and there we go. Hands
didn't lose
exploded.
too much. I did just scratch myself.
You got a couple hands that came out there.
Okay. All right, so as you can see, we have a couple webs. We have like a shooting web, a little tiny like, I don't know, wad of web. We got two of those actually. This one's a little bit longer. Oh my God, you're right, they just blew up. Oh, we've got a web that's like, kind of like spraying out a net.
A little basket at the end there.
And then this came with the Miles Morales Spider-Man that we did a few months ago. It's a web that you can kind of bend, which is pretty cool.
Oh yeah, that's cool. So you can pose them.
Maybe like wrap it around the bad guys.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take these out. Mezco has really good packaging, I think. Everything is kind of in its place and it's hard to like lose anything. Looks like we have a second head. And
what's the face on that one?
it looks like he's sort of squinting a little bit.
Oh yeah, little squinty face.
What's interesting is there's like a bit of white, not white, but clear plastic for the eyes. It gives it a little bit of depth if you look. I don't know if you can see on the camera, but if you look, there's like a little bit of depth. Okay, and then we've got 2, 4, 6 extra hands.
Yeah, I'm not sure if I put those back in there the right way, but...
That's all right. There's a thwip hand, 2 thwip hands, obviously, for left and right. A grip hand to grip the web.
It's like a splayed hand?
Yeah, probably to like pose. And then looks like another hand to grab the web. And then the 2 hands that are on the figure already are just the fists to punch.
Mm.
It's interesting that the red is a little bit darker than other Spider-Man figures. It's not as bright of a red. But I don't know if you can see, but there's like some texture for the webs. It's like actually layered.
Looks like some good detail there.
Yeah.
I like the raised webbing effect.
Yeah, it gives it some texture. The fingers kind of move a little bit, but they're not supposed
flexible.
to. Yeah, flexible, that's it. All right, and the actual figure. Dun, dun, dun. A year in the making, or in the waiting, I should say.
Now, does this one have like the funky pants like the blue guy had?
The blue Deadpool?
Material. Yeah.
It is. Yeah. All these figures from Mezco have like a cloth figure.
That's cool.
The boot is just hard plastic. It's got some like a sneaker on the bottom. But then all the blue is like a mesh? Or like a nylon, I should say. And this is all like a fabric as well. It's all fabric, all up in here. But then this arm is now hard plastic. And then the head, obviously, and the neck is hard plastic. And you can see the stitching back here. Big stitches for Spider-Man. I guess he's got a really big, what is it called?
Big stitches where?
Right here.
Oh,
See
on
that?
his belt?
Yeah,
Does he got a thick waist?
I guess.
Thick-waisted Spider-Man?
All right, so as with all Mezco, they have the pretty good bendability, a lot of points of articulation. With the knee, actually has a double hinge there. His ankle can go all the way around. This moves a little bit, but not a lot, surprisingly. I don't know if I can force it. I guess I can, yeah, you can force it all the way around. Ankle has a joint so you can go all the way around, but also up and down.
This way a little bit more. There you go.
And then the wrist has a joint that can go like so.
Mm-hmm.
The elbow has, I think, double joint as well, so you can get that nice bend. And then he's got a joint in the middle, and then he can go this way as well. The head can go all the way around, go up. So this has its own joint.
Yeah.
Pretty well made, pretty good.
He looks cool.
Yeah.
He definitely looks cool.
There's one other element.
Is there a stand in there? Is that what that
There is, yes. All Mezco figures come with a stand, which is, I think, pretty awesome.
Yeah, I think it's neat. You don't have to go and buy more, and it has a symbol related to the character. Which is
Right. It makes it more displayable. I feel like with Mezco, like you get like more of a collector feel from it. This last tray holds the. This seems new. I don't remember the little foam thingies. Oop. These are super easy to put together. You just push this peg out at the bottom here, and then you can put this. What would you
Come this
call
way
this?
more for people. There you
A
go.
crane.
Arm.
Yeah, it goes in pretty good. And no assembly required besides what you just saw. Actually, this is interesting. So Mezco usually comes with these extra claws or whatever you call them, with a magnet, so you can put them on like your fridge. This magnet feels a lot heavier. I bet it holds a lot more weight.
More heavy duty
It's
than the
definitely,
last one.
and I mean, of all the figures you'd want to put on your refrigerators, Spider-Man's probably one of them. Okay. So, as you can see, you're displaying within seconds. Oh, and you also get this handy bag to put all the extra accoutrements for the figure.
Yeah, that's nice too. And they give you an area where you can label the bag,
Yeah.
which is good.
So, if we were to compare this to two other figures, this is the Marvel Legends Spider-Man. I think it's the Pizza Spider-Man, relatively new. Oh, almost lost the head.
That's why you need that bag.
Yeah. About the same height, no? What do you think? Mezco's a little taller and a little thicker.
Yeah, a little bit.
And then this is actually my favorite Spider-Man figure. This is the Toy Biz Spider-Man from 2004. As you can see, the muscles are a lot different. That's actually something that now that I'm looking at these three together, the Mezco isn't very muscular, is it?
No, not as ripped.
Right. It's more like
More
maybe
toned and physical, but not as, like this guy here, your favorite, is really defined.
Extra-
and then
extra
this one's
ripped, yeah.
sort of middle of the road. So we've got steroids and then maybe some protein drinks, and then, hey, I hit the gym, but maybe I'm more of a yoga guy.
Looking at it and looking at the art on the box, it's a lot like the Stan Lee original in that he's not as insanely ripped as comic heroes are these days. But also, like, the colors are darker. Look how, well, this one's extra bright blue, but even this is a brighter blue than this.
Yeah.
And the red is not as rich and bright. It's
Well, you're going to have a different saturation, too, for the blue because it's cloth versus plastic. But, I like this because this, to me, is more classic, more, this is a regular guy getting in a suit.
right. And for $80, you are paying a little bit more than these, obviously. I mean, the Marvel Legends is only, you can probably get it for $15. But you're getting quality, and you're getting, like, this texture and a really nice figure. I like it. I do have a couple reservations with the cloth. I mean, with all these Mezco figures, they tend to have this, like, bunching when you start to pose them in funny ways. I mean, right now, his crotch is really pronounced. It looks a bit silly. And But I mean, that's just a matter of moving it around. I still like this figure. I think it's pretty cool. And yeah, for $80 and a year's waiting, I think it was worth it. Anywho, if you go to AiPTcomics.com, you'll see my score, some pictures, and some additional thoughts on this figure. But yeah, if you like this video, don't forget to subscribe. We're gonna have way more Mezco action figure unboxing reviews. And thanks for watching.
Thanks, guys.